Hey everybody. I just kind of wanted to kind of just off the cuff, just kind of do a quick Marvel. Well, I say off the cuff, but I did look some stuff up. But yeah, the Marvel Rivals trailer. I'm super excited about this game. I'm a big Overwatch fan, so I thought it'd be fun to take a little bit of a closer, slower look because this is a game where there's a lot going on, and I thought it'd be fun to kind of pause the trailer and just kind of see what's going on here a little bit better than you might in just the watch through. So yeah, here we go. Marvel, of course. And NetEase. I was a little afraid seeing NetEase after looking into them yesterday when they announced kind of who was making it. I was like, oh, this isn't great. I'm like a little bit afraid because they're just make a bunch of mobile games. You don't really know how they're going to be monetized or anything, but you know that's a different video for a different day. But yeah, NetEase. So we are kind of in the what looks like it's Asgard, but if you look behind, you can see the Yggdrasil, the Tree of Life in Norse mythology, and it's kind of really big in the MCU right now. So this isn't actually Asgard. I found out. Apparently, it's a place called Yggdrasil. I guess because it's at the base of the tree. It's a location that's made up entirely for the game, apparently. So yeah, that's kind of worth knowing that this is not Asgard, despite it's a very similar look. So then the trailer kind of moves into some of the characters. I like the shot of all the characters. I think it looks really cool. Gonna get a little bit closer of a look of Namor. I've never actually seen Namor with quite the look like this, but yeah, he looks really good. Yeah, you can see Rocket, Groot, Snow, something, I forget her name off the top of my head, Magic, and Loki. And here, Doctor Strange uses portal. I love this. Just seeing the portal later on in the trailer is even better, but just great shot, great shot. And if you look closely here, you can see, as a big fan of Overwatch, there's actually 6 characters on each team. Something that I am very looking forward to as a person with 5 other friends. Humble brag, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, when Overwatch went to 5v5, we just were able to play with one less person, and that sucked, and it still sucks. So I'm excited to be able to play with an extra friend. That makes me so happy. And also, this shot is just so cool. And again, look at Namor's goofy face up at the top left. I just love it. Yeah. So we open up with a shot here of Iron Man and Penny Parker and Bruce Banner. I love this shot. In games like this, I'm always kind of like looking for how do the characters move around? Is it all like the same? Whatever. But it's very clear. Like Doctor Strange is like kind of doing this like cool like float thing. Iron Man's like probably doing a little bit faster of like a flying. And Bruce Banner's over there just running. And then you can see here in a second, Spider-Man just like swings in from the side. And yeah, just so like everyone has like a cool way of getting around. That's something I think Overwatch does phenomenally. Like it's just so fun to get from point A to point B. That's really important for me for any video game, but especially in like a big hero based thing. I think that's super cool and super fun. So in this place, the whatever Yggdrasil or whatever they're calling it, you could kind of see like there's a lot of Loki here. So like I don't know if it ties. It said it doesn't tie in with the MCU at all, but like it's a place at the base of the tree. Loki. Spoilers for Loki season 2 if you haven't watched it, but he does some stuff with the Yggdrasil tree. So I think there is some sort of tie in here. Yeah, because there's statues of him. There's a banner in the back with his logo on it. So like, yeah, he's kind of all over this place. So it's pretty cool to see that little connection here as well. Yeah. Oh my gosh, and this shot of the Hulk. Okay, here we go. So I love this so much. And I got a really good still here for it. So, Oh gosh, so you can see he's transforming, obviously. But I love that like Bruce Banner is in the game. Like they are two very separate and distinct characters. I think that's going to be really interesting from a gameplay perspective. I know my friend who plays Diva doesn't think it's actually that cool, but I do, so whatever. So yeah, I'm kind of excited to see how Hulk plays versus Bruce Banner. You can see Bruce Banner down to the bottom corner has like a gun, just a kind of a basic normal like 25 shot gun. So that he doesn't look like he's got a lot going on. He's got an L shift. I don't know if that's. It kind of looks like, yeah. The L shift I think is what transformed him, but it's not like his alt. It's not like how Diva transforms. It's not his big thing, I guess. So that's kind of interesting too. And you can see Hulk here now. Now we've got some abilities going off on the right side, down in the corner. Maybe I shouldn't have done this on YouTube. You can kind of see the whatever, but yeah, you get. I think it's really interesting that Hulk has the trajectory when he's jumping. Like like it looks like he must be using an ability because of how it's like laid out on screen. Like you can see where he's going to jump and whatnot. But when he uses it, it's not actually making a cooldown. So that's not an ability. He can just jump like that, like all the time. I guess I don't really know. But I thought that was pretty interesting. And then he goes over and just tackles Namor to the ground. Like I don't. It's just so cool. It just starts beating up on him with, I would assume, his like infinite punch ability on the left there. So yeah, and then he uses his clap ability, which is his right click, which is really cool. Looks like it's got a little bit of range. And then he does something with the infuse. He just like, I don't know, just shoots gamma up at Iron Man. I don't know. He's got his right hand up. And then it kind of moves over into this team up activated thing. So you can obviously tell that like Hulk did something to power up Iron Man. He used his infuse, and I guess the gamma radiation or whatever gave Iron Man the ability to do this thing that he's doing. He's got like all this thing. I mean, good on you, Hulk. I didn't know you could transfuse power, but I mean, I guess I don't know that much about you, honestly. But here we got Iron Man just destroy. Okay, also this destructible statue. That's dope. I love that so much. You got Rocket like running up of it, so he's got like a Hanzo like Genji kind of like climbing ability, and God, look at him go! And like, and then when he kills Rocket, I don't have the sound on here, but like it kind of gives like a really satisfying like kill sound, and I think that's really important. That's something Overwatch does really great. Like when you get like a really good head shot, like boom, like fucking you got it, you got the shot. And I like that satisfying sound, and you do get a sound like that there when a Rocket dies, and I think that's super cool. You can see Groot kind of making a wall there. That's kind of interesting. I'm guessing that statue isn't actually like. I don't think stuff is hitting it. Yeah, probably. It's kind of hard to tell, honestly. But yeah, Groot making a little wall is pretty cool or something. Yeah, it's kind of hard to tell, but yeah. And this shot might be one of my favorites in the whole trailer, probably. So just to start off here, just a little bit looking at the abilities. You can see Spider-Man has like 5 webs in the center. It kind of reminds me a little bit of Doomfist when he has like his little punch bolts. As far as like what you're seeing when you're playing the character, he has his like little fist shots, and then like they slowly come back, and I think that's probably going to play a similar role here. Like maybe Spider-Man can shoot 5 times like pretty quick, but then you kind of got to wait for them to kind of come back on like a kind of a rhythmed kind of reload time. But oh my gosh, he just so smoothly, like Doctor Strange opens up the portal, which also is a little interesting. Like I don't know, like this is such like a targeted location. Like I don't know if Doctor Strange goes somewhere, opens up a portal, and then runs away, and then opens up another portal, or exactly how that works. But like it's coming up right on the point. So, and it doesn't look like this is a very inside place, and they're clearly in a very outside place. So I don't really know how this portal laying down is going to work, but it's definitely interesting. But then it's just how smoothly Spider-Man jumps from outside the portal to inside the portal is just so cool. He's just there now, with his alt, as you can see at the bottom right. which we find out here in a second is basically Mei's ult from Overwatch. It looks like he just jumps up and he just starts going ham, just just wrapping up everybody, which I love. Yeah, they're just totally immobile. Everyone's got their little tied up animation there, which I love. And yeah, then it looks like it does kind of end in like some sort of blast, unlike Mei. Like it looks like he hit two people. He got a double shot, so probably hit Groot and Magic there. I guess there's no one behind him, which is pretty cool. And then also you can see in the back, hold on, wait, we're gonna back it up just a second here. Possibly. Yeah, you can see in the back, I love that there is being like a story told, from what I gathered from the website. Like the like kind of loose story that they're using is like there's like different timelines that are like coming together to kind of fight to like save their timeline. Like I guess it's something instigated by Doctor Doom. I'm not really 100% sure, but it's kind of cool that they're having some sort of loose like story connection between what's going on. But there is a pretty like clear something going on when you're like taking the points on each map, which I think is super neat too. Kind of like how Overwatch does have like a super loose story on each map, if you pay attention, and also mostly on the old maps. But yeah, you can see Loki kind of like beating the guy from Ragnarok. I can't remember his name, like the fire lord guy. But yeah, like he's got like lightning and he's like conquering. But then at the very end of the clip, it looks like as opposed to like conquering, he like made some sort of deal or something. Like they're not like fighting, like they're made some sort of peace treaty or something, which I don't completely understand what that could even mean, but it's pretty interesting for sure. And then we got another shot of Snow. I can't remember this girl's name for the life of me. But yeah, Snow. We're just gonna call her Snowy Bird. It's not Snowbird, to be confused with Snowbird. But okay, so you can see Doctor Strange in the back, who is doing some sort of shield, which would kind of track with him being a tank, I think. But I don't really completely understand what's going on there either. But she is kind of throwing out like healing little ice shots or whatever. I'm not really sure what they are, but to heal Nemoring Groot. And then she gets another fuse ability. We can look into that. So it says inject ice energy, which like I don't know if that's like her thing. I'm so excited to see how these fuses work. Like, is there a unique ability for each two characters in the game? Because that, my friends, is what we call dope. That's super fun. I want to see what all of the what all like fuse abilities there are, because they're so cool. But this is apparently Namor's and Ice Bitch's fuse, and we can kind of go down here to see what this is gonna do, and it makes a little freezy squid. Like he clearly has two red octopus on like both sides, and yeah. So now he's got a freezy one, and I'm guessing it probably makes some sort of slow effect when it fires or something. I don't really know. But also, and yeah, you can see right here in the shot that there's clearly goats, which to anyone who's played Overwatch, we all know that that is a payload. So it's super cool that we're escorting goats with, I can't see it super great in this shot, but in one of my, in some shot in the trailer, I'm going to keep looking, you can see that I'm pretty sure the payload has Stormbreaker on it. So I think we might be escorting Stormbreaker to somewhere. I'm not really sure what like the whole story, but yeah, there's definitely a lot of story stuff going on in this map, and I love that a lot. Okay, so here we got Loki, and this is another one of maybe my favorite things in the game, because okay, so just a little bit of an ability breakdown. You can see that he is using an ability to create a clone of himself, which obviously. But then a second later, he uses the little switch ability. So we got a 9-second cooldown for the making a copy ability, and then a 15-second cooldown for the switching places ability, which like they obviously want to be used like side by side, but like I hope when you make like a copy, it'll just kind of like follow where you're moving. I think that would be pretty cool, at least. Kind of like a Mirage in Apex Legends. And then, oh my gosh, and then he uses his friggin' ult, and oh my gosh, I love Loki so far, because he's basically Echo, but apparently he's also a healer. Don't really know how he heals yet, but yeah, that's in a different image of the game. But okay, so Loki transforms into Black Panther, and here we go. So I think like Echo, he does need to be looking at the character he's transforming. You could see Black Panther was right in front of him when he transformed. So Black Panther has some sort of like dash ability. He uses like all of his abilities like all at once, which I mean, even in Overwatch when you're playing Echo, that's kind of what you want to be doing. Like you want to get as many kills, you want to use your abilities as fast as possible, because you're only going to be this character for X amount of seconds. In this case, it's like 15-14 seconds. So yeah. So he does like a cool corkscrew like kick thing. I don't know, but apparently it didn't take too much to get his ult, because surprise, we're here, and now he is the god Bast who gave him his power, and we're gonna see more destructible environments because this bridge is dead now, and that is so cool and so fun, and I just love it. Let me back up 1 second here, because I wanted to I want to see if you can see Stormbreaker here, if this is the shot. If I can. Okay, so he does the kick. Oh yeah. You can kind of see Stormbreaker in his little cursor thing. Yeah, so yeah, there's a much better shot of Stormbreaker in the cool little go-kart. Go-kart is funny. Okay, so yep, break bridge. Okay, so now we go to Magik. I don't know a ton about Magik, other than her Marvel Snap appearance, and that she makes portals. Yeah, I know she does a lot of teleporting and stuff. And I learned watching this that she has another form called Wild Child, I think it is. I have it written down somewhere, but yeah. Yeah, so she's fighting Penny, and she does some pretty cool stuff. She has like a cool uppercut attack. And the thing I find most curious about this shot is that she doesn't actually use an ability to transform into Wild Child. She just does it. Like, I didn't see a cooldown. There wasn't really anything going on. I don't think it was her ult. Or maybe it was her ult. Wait, hey, hang on. Hold, please. This is fun doing live-ish. Okay, hang on. We're cooking. Now we're cooking. Okay, slash that. She does have her ult, so her ult is what transforms her into Wild Child. Okay, so I was mistaken there, but yeah, it does give her cooldowns. It gave her ability cooldowns. To kind of reset them, so that's kind of interesting too. So she has like an L shift, like it looks like a teleporting ability, and her uppercut, her E, I assume, and then yeah. Yeah, I don't completely understand how Magik works. Just kind of seems like a lot of melee swordplay. Not the most interesting character maybe, but transforming into Wild Child and the teleporting I think is going to be really satisfying and fun. Okay, so here we got Groot. Not Groot, not Rocket, obviously. So it looks like Rocket has like he looks a little bit Baptiste-y, like a little bit looking at his left side of the screen. He's got like his gun, and then he also has like another what feels like very primary, like it's not like an ability with a cooldown, it's just an ability with a shot that can be reloaded. So he's got 45 shots, and he's got like 8 like smaller shots, and that kind of reminds me of Bap's like healing grenades sort of. So I don't know if that's gonna work like that or not. I don't know if we ever see him use it, but yeah, it's pretty interesting still. So, oh my gosh, and then he flies. Oh my gosh, I don't know if I can express enough how much I love flying healers, but I do. And here we got Rocket flying around. He was flying around the other shot too, but he seems very mobile, and just knowing that he can heal that's just a character I am personally going to connect with and love, I think. So we have Rocket kind of flying, and he does have an ult. I don't know if he uses it. Okay, but then he presses the C button, I think like it has a little picture of what looks like Groot in the bottom corner, which is interesting because like I don't know if that means he can only attach to Groot, because it does kind of look like Groot pictured, but that wouldn't make a lot of sense if Groot has to be on the same team as Rocket. You would think he'd just kind of be able to jump on anybody's shoulders, but also thematically, it's cooler when he jumps on Groot's shoulders, obviously. So yeah, I don't really completely understand what's going on there, but yeah, pretty cool still, for sure. I mean, very cool, but I just want to know more about how it works. Like, I guess if it's like a core ability, not like an infuse ability or something like that. And you can kind of see Groot's tree extendy arm. I don't really, we are not playing as Groot right now, so it's kind of hard to break down what Groot can actually do. And I don't actually know what their team up activated is. Like, obviously he's on his shoulders, but it's just super weird that, like, he seemed to just hit a button. Like, it wasn't team up activated as he was like jumping onto him. I don't completely understand how it works, but man, is there a lot of stuff going on here. It's super cool. And Rocket still didn't use his ult, so I don't know what that is, but I am super excited to find out. He also has a little ability with like a little drone. I'm excited to see what that is, because it looks like Bab's immortality field, but I kind of doubt it. But it would be very funny if it was, for sure. Okay, and yeah, we're almost done here. Now we're just kind of getting the sizzle shots of all of the characters. I think this is probably Iron Man's ult. It's kind of hard to tell. Like, the shot starts at when he's at 0, so it's kind of, I don't really know if this is what's going on here, but it's clearly very powerful and it looks like it kills a lot of people. And then we got Penny Parker, her name was on the thing for like a second. I don't completely know her thing yet. Just kind of, she's just like running around. She's got her spider hands out, just zipping them around. Looks like maybe she can boop them off the edge. I don't know. And then we got Hulk. He's doing the Loki thing. That's what everyone wants. Maybe this is his ult. I didn't actually think about that. This might be his ult. That's actually kind of cool. It's got some sort of cooldown going on. I mean, not cooldown, but like timer. So like maybe Hulk. This is probably Hulk's like rage form. Like he looks a little bit extra glowy. So this might be just something he can do to just anybody. But they're obviously doing it to Loki because that's what he does in the movie. Maybe this is Hulk's super rage form, and that's pretty cool. Okay, so Doctor Strange. Man, do I not have any idea what's going on here, other than it's probably his ult. Like, he's doing the thing he did, like, that they do in the movie, where, like, he's pushing their people out of their body, but, like, man, I do not know what's going on, but I am very excited to find out. And also, another, to me, a little bit more curious thing than even seeing his ultimate ability is a cooldown of 62 seconds. What in God's name can we only do? What cooldown ability do we have to wait 62 seconds to do? I am very excited to find out. Luna Snow. Luna Snow is her name. I bet everyone knew that. Okay, so this one is pretty curious to me too, because like the center of the screen looks exactly like Lucio. So like, and she is a healer, so I'm thinking she is healing in her little radius thing here. It kind of cuts off before you can really see too much of what's going on, but I thought it was funny that the UI looked just like Lucio. Okay, so we got magic here. Now it's just everyone's just like, hey, we're here. If you were watching the trailer, you would know that. Okay, so Spider-Man, and then we just got this really cool shot of everyone looking over Yigsgard, even though we don't see the tree in the background anymore, which is a little interesting. Probably because it's behind us and we're looking at the Bifrost. Yeah, that would make sense. Yeah, I think like these people, these heroes won the match, so now, the tree's behind us, and I guess they're probably going to Bifrost to, I don't know, get to somewhere, I don't know. Okay, and then we get the shot of who I found out later is an actual character. It's Galactus's teenage daughter, who I guess is just kind of like Galactus, a little bit more kind of in control, a little bit more whimsical. Kind of reminds me of like a She-Hulk sort of situation. But yeah, yeah, I'm kind of here for it. And it kind of looks like she's the like kind of the game master of this, like the Marvel Rivals game. Like she's the one kind of putting all of this together, which is pretty interesting. Well, I guess her and Doctor Doom, like there's some relationship between the two. I guess that must be them putting things together. I don't know. But yeah, then she picks the new map and the new game that is about to happen, and we can see even more heroes who, my goodness, I'm just even more excited to find out, because Storm is like my favorite of favorites of like the X-Men and everything. And then we got Magneto, and I can't even imagine what he's gonna do. I think it's gonna be so cool. And we got Star-Lord and Mantis. She's a healer, and Scarlet Witch and the Punisher. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to find out what everyone does. And we just got this cool shot. And like Scarlet Witch looks like she must do something with orbs. Like that's not something that she usually has, at least not in like the show or anything that I've seen. So like whatever she does, she must be casting like maybe little hex orbs or something just around the map. I don't really know what they could possibly do, but I'm excited to find out. It looks like each one has a little individual like symbol, so like maybe she shoots them out and they do different things depending on which orb you fire out. Who knows? And it looks like they're going over a map that we've seen in a couple other pictures, which is Tokyo, apparently, like a 2099 version. It's got like this like it yeah, we've seen this some of the iconography, like the company and things in like Into the Spider-Verse, and yeah, just kind of like future stuff. But yeah. Yeah, it looks like a cool map, and I'm very excited to play this game, if it isn't clear. Yeah, I hope everybody enjoyed. I wrote a lot of notes down, but I didn't actually look at them. I don't know if I forgot anything. But yeah, I hope everyone actually watches this. I'm just now realizing how long it is. Yeah, this is, again, like all of my videos, just kind of for my friends, because I love you guys, and I like to talk about stuff. Hope you listen. I don't know. Love you.